Good morning, student. In the last lecture, already we have seen the characteristics of kingdom Animalia. Let us revise the organisms which are multicellular and eukaryotic. Okay, you know what is meant by multicellular? What is meant by eukaryotic? Is the organism is made from more than two cells. The organism is called as the multicellular. Means organisms, the kingdom Animalia, all organisms from kingdom Animalia. It is the multicellular, eukaryotic, in digestive mode of nutrition, and their locomotion from one place to the another place. In the previous video already we have seen the kingdom Animalia. It is divided. It is further divided into the 10 phylum. In the phylum Porifera, phylum Coleoptera, phylum Nematoda, Annelida, Platyhelminths. Okay, one by one we will see all the phylums in details. First phylum. This phylum is also I explained in details in my previous video. The phylum Porifera. Phylum Porifera. You know what is the characteristics of phylum Porifera? The characteristics of phylum Porifera. The organisms, they bear spores on their body. See, let us remind. The Porifera, phylum Porifera means their body bears spores. I draw the structure of, and these organisms are sedentary. First, their body bears spores. The organisms, most of the organisms from phylum Porifera, they are marine water animals. They are living in the sea and ocean. Okay, the organisms are sedentary. You know what is meant by sedentary? Sedentary means the organism cannot locomotion from one place to another place. They are attached to the substratum. Substratum is whatever rock. The organisms which are attached to the rocks is a substratum. Understood what is meant by sedentary? Sedentary means the organisms which are attached to the substratum. These organisms, it's called sedentary organisms, and all the organisms from phylum Porifera, they are sedentary. Their body is like a sponge. Understood what is the characteristics? And another, see, this is the structure of cycon. In the last lecture also I explained about that. Their body bears a pores. These pores is called as the ostia. This pores is called as the ostia. On the upper side, the mouth like large opening, it is called as the osculum. Means the organisms take the water from their pores and take the nutrient oxygen from this water and remaining water through outside this osculum. Understood what is the characteristics of Porifera? The organisms, they are bears pores on their body. They are marine water animals. They are sedentary, and the osculum, with the help of osculum, they can throw the water outside of the body, and their body is like a spongy body. Their body sponge-like body. Understood? Next is the phylum. Next is the phylum Porifera. See. Understood what is meant by phylum Porifera? Next phylum is the phylum Coleoptera. Phylum Coleoptera. See, the phylum Coleoptera means the organisms have a sac-like structure. The organisms have a sac-like structure. Porifera means their body bears pores. So the organisms is come from the phylum Porifera. And Coleoptera means the organisms, their body is like a sac-like body. Understood? The characteristics, the most of the organisms from the Coleoptera is a marine water animal. Means most of the organisms from the phylum Coleoptera is a marine water animal, and very few in the fresh water animal. Understood? Second, their body is the radial symmetry. Radial symmetry, you know? Symmetry means with the help of line we can divide the body into the two parts. And radial symmetry means what? See, we have a bilateral symmetry. Our body is a bilateral symmetry. Bilateral symmetry means when we are take the vertical section of the organisms, their body is divided into two equal halves. Means when we take the section of our body, we have a two hands, means equal divide. and radially symmetry means see. This is the structure of organisms. Whenever to take the section of any center, they can divide it equally in two halves. This is called as the radially symmetry. Understood? Their body bears a tentacle, cilia, flagella. With the help of tentacles, cilia, they can move from one place to another place. Second characteristic of the Coleopterata, their body can move with the help of tentacle, cilia, bears means see. In the phylum Porifera, the organism is cannot move from one place to another place. But in the phylum Coleopterata, the organisms have a flagella, tentacle. Have you seen the octopus? With the help of the cilia, tentacle. See, I draw the structure of the hydra. See, this is the structure of hydra. The hydra is present like that tentacles. With the help of these tentacles, the organism can move from one place to another place. Understood? What is the characteristics of Coleopterata? The organisms have a radial symmetry. The organisms are living in the marine. Most of the organisms are living in the marine water. Very few living in the fresh water. They can move from one place to another place. Their body have a tentacles, cilia, flagella. With the help of this part of the body, they can move from one place to another place. An example is the hydra. Understood? Anybody have any doubt about the two phylum? Phylum Porifera is the pores, bears on their body, and phylum Coleopterata means the body like a sac-like structure. Understood? Next phylum is the phylum. See, the next phylum is the Stenophora. Phylum Stenophora. See, these organisms is also marine water animals. You know marine water is the sea, Asian water, salty water. Means the Stenophora, the organisms come from the phylum Stenophora. They all are marine water animals. They are a diploblastic. Diploblastic. Diploblastic, you know, it is the new word to you. Diploblastic means their body, their cells are made from two membranes. Like that. See, two membranes. The outer membrane is called as the ectoderm. Ectoderms. And inner membrane is called as the endoderms. Endoderms. This means in the phylum there have two terms, diploblastic and triploblastic. Diploblastic means what? Their body cell have two membranes. Their body cell have two membranes. Outer membrane, inner membrane. Outer membrane is called as the ectoderms and inner membrane is called as the endoderms. Understood? What is meant by diploblastic? Their body also have a radial symmetry. Radial symmetry. Radial symmetry means they are also divided in equal two halves. And another new characteristics of the body, their body have a lack of column. You know what is the mean by column? The column means the body cavity. What is mean by column? The column means the body cavity. Means the organism body cavity means the organisms from phylum Stenophora, their body have a no cavity. Means you know cavity means, see, we are a human being. We also have a body cavity. Means in our body internally present some organ like a stomach, heart, lungs, kidney. Because in our body have a cavity, so the organs are accumulated in that space. But in the phylum Stenophora, the organism, they have a lack of column. Means their body does not have a cavity. They are a flat. They are only diploblastic organism. Understood? What is the Stenophora? Let us revise again three phylum. First phylum of kingdom Animalia is the phylum Porifera. Understood? Porifera means their body bears pores. These These organisms are from phylum Porifera. Second, the phylum Coleopterata. Coleopterata means what? Their body is a sac-like structure. So we call the organisms from the those organisms from the phylum Coleopterata. Their body is like a sac. The example is the Hydra. They can move from one place to another place because their body part have a tentacles, cilia. With the help of flagella, they can move from one place to another place. And the next phylum is the Stenophora. The organisms, their lack of the coulomb means their body does not have a cavity. Their body is radially symmetry. The organisms are marine water animals and their body have a diploblastic. Diploblastic means their body have a two membrane, ectoderms and endoderms. Understood? In the next lecture, we will see the next phylum, phylum Platyhelminths. Okay, understood everybody? Today I taught you 3 phylum from the kingdom Animalia. Thank you.